Hey, hey, hey. I'm here. I made it. Woo! Shadows and orbs and all. Welcome to the OraCola, y'all. A Marcy Cola coming to y'all live here from Austin, Texas on November 13th, 2024. We're 1 week post United States big election. Like we have elections all the time, but this was the big kahuna, the presidential election. And a lot of people are upset and a lot of people are not upset. And that's the way it goes. But because of social media, we're allowed to be very open and free with our upsetness. Whereas before you would, get upset in your bedroom and whatever, maybe with a friend at a party. Now you get to be upset in front of the whole wide world. And if you're upset enough, good enough, you might win a ticket to immortalization for 5 or 6 days in the news cycle as everyone repeats showing how you were upset on their podcast and on their pundit show, on their news, whatever. I mean, however, reaction channel, however, repeat, we recycle a lot of content on this internet that we all exist on. And I got to say, at least the OraCola is always original content. I ain't showing you no clips and reacting to them. I ain't like talking about anything that is actually going on in the moment. I'm just sitting here with y'all, communing with the universe, asking the universe questions, letting the universe come through me, and then y'all get to come to an understanding. And this is how it works. So, welcome to the show, y'all. Oh, PNG Lava. Oh, my goodness. Family in the house. I love it. I have switched over to the live chat at the top of the chat box. If you ain't done that yet, don't forget you got to do it. If you're with us live, and if you want to comment and get a question answered, you got to log into your Google. I know. Got to give the man your thing. But log into your Google, and then you can get into the chat and you can ask a question of the OraCola. This is so easy. And Apollo is here. He's drinking water. Always a good sign when Apollo gets up to drink water. Oh my goodness. It's good to have you back, PNG. I hope you've had a wonderful last 2 weeks. It's been eventful. I ain't gonna lie. There was a lot going on. I think we had Halloween and then we had an election. And yeah, people are still reeling. There's still chatter about what's going on. But whatever. I'm of the opinion that it's fine to have a moment of grief, maybe even an evening of grief about a presidential election that you were very invested in. However, in reality, as all y'all know, the man is in charge. The president ain't the man. Those are two different entities, two different concepts. And so, regardless of which puppet won this particular battle, the ultimate strings are pulled by a much higher, bigger, loftier thing. And I call it the man because, I just love hating on men. But yeah, it's just the way it is. So it's okay to be disappointed that the particular drift toward authoritarianism is going to go down one channel or the next. It didn't pick your channel. So sorry. We're going to go through a detour down this reed swamp instead of going down the detour of this rocky outcrop. Either way, after we get through the detours, guess what? We're meeting back up in the same goddamn river. It don't matter. It don't fucking matter. So just, it ain't worth being that upset about it. And I know it's hard for a lot of y'all people because you're indoctrinated, but we ain't getting into that right now. It might come up in tea or something. We'll see. Anyway, yes, vibrate higher. That's the thing. Just take the higher road. Be the nicer person. Be the more gracious one. Yeah, a lot of good ways to go about it. And I think honestly, so much of it is just a lot of horse shit being pushed because it's dramatic. Just like on a reality show, they always drum up the drama. I don't think there's actually that many people who are just batshit insane about it. Most of the people I see in my daily life, like at the store, on the sidewalk, at my job, they're way over that shit. They got shit to worry about. So don't be fooled into thinking it's a bigger deal than it is, even if it's been very prominent. Oh, you're welcome. I love them too. I wish I could get some more. I wish I'd had like sunny cloud ones. That would be fun too. But they ain't never made none like that that I could find from this particular jewelry maker. Okay. Oh my goodness. Well, it is 9:07. As y'all know, I'm the OraCola. I read the oracles for the universe for y'all. So if you have a question for the universe, you got to put it in the chat in all caps. And then I will spin this lovely Wheel of Fortune gifted by one of y'all. And it will let us know which oracle the universe is going to answer your question by. So yeah, here's a look at the oracles. And then we just spin the wheel and then see what happens. That's what we do. We do it here for till about 10 o'clock, maybe 10:02, something like that. We're here for an hour every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Central here on youtube.com/channel RCCola. And if you have not liked and subscribed, please do so, because I have to say this every show. It is the YouTube creed. Anyway, before we get started, I always like to do a little ritual to clear the air, set the intention, give y'all a chance to take a leak, smoke a joint, whatever. But yeah, I do the ritual. So I'm going to get that started. And if you got your own ritual, of course, do your own thing. First thing I like to do always is burn the sacred wood. Got to burn this wood, get it nice and hot till the smoke pours out of the tip. And then this is going to float up in the air, make it smell much nicer than it does right now, which it's kind of funky because it's in the weird in-between times when their AC ain't running all the time. So your air, it gets a little stale inside. So when you come back from being gone for a few hours, you're like, poo, smells like dog in here. This gets rid of it, at least in front of you. Anyway, we got that. And then next, I like to ring the bell. Oh, hey, Prince. Good to see you. Welcome. Ring the bell. Let the universe know I'm here. Wake them up if they're taking a nap. And this little tinkly sound always just sounds so nice. It's just very pleasing. So we ring the bell. And then we do the pathogen wand, because there are so many pathogens out there. I know they're telling you to get every vaccine now because, oh my goodness, the vaccines might go away. That's some fear-mongering horse shit. You know, Big Pharma is still going to sell that crap. So don't worry about your vaccines. You're going to be able to get them. I promise you, it's going to be okay. You might have to pay for them out of pocket, but you'll still be able to get that shit. All right. And then we got our Prospera spray here. Oh no, I forgot the beauty wand. We got to do that first. Hold up. Yeah, this is for beauty. Remember, you have to use it every day to make a difference. And that discipline alone is beyond my capacity, but we'll do it on the show just because it's fun. Okay. That's for beauty. Hopefully it's a beautiful world. And we're not going to be dealing with no ugly shit. All right, next up, Prospera spray. This is for prosperity. I know some people think our prosperity is totally in the tank and it will never recover and it's only going to get worse. Well, guess what? It could, but it could also get better. You never know. The man has lots of whims and lots of hobbies. He might want to do something different for a few years besides tank the economy. You know, sometimes they'll give you a decent economy, but do some horrendous shit somewhere else. And then last but not least, we got our Florida water. We're going to make sure our chakras are all anointed and spick and span with that. So we have finished the ritual, and I did get a lotto ticket for Scritchies thanks to someone else. And we're going to scratch it off and hopefully win again because we won $5 whole fucking dollars, which is worth like $2 whole fucking dollars of American money. Yay, us. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, y'all know how it works. It's family in the house. We've done the ritual. Who has a question? Who needs guidance from the universe? I know there's a lot of people out there with anxiety right now. And if you got anything that's sticking in your craw, let me help you dig it out. So put that question in all caps in the chat. And if you don't got a question, that's fine. We can just hang out here and chit chat for a bit. I don't have much to say except what I've already said. I got some tea, but I don't honestly want to talk about tea the whole hour. I'm here to channel the universe for y'all. So there we go. Thank you, PNG. General reading for the week, please. Yes, you may. So for PNG universe, what do we need to think about for the next week? Oh, a liturgical, a reading assignment. Liturgical has been very, very active this past couple of shows, maybe even longer. I don't know. But I don't think this is a coincidence. I feel like the man is overtaking us with their digital devices, and we need to retreat to some older technology, aka the written word on paper. Or like, I don't know, what are the Dead Sea Scrolls on? Some kind of animal hide. Whatever you got to read it on, it's actually a physical thing. It ain't like a glowing LED blue light screen that's giving you the diabetes. Anyway, this is what I think. But let's see what book you might want to peruse the next week, or what book might offer guidance for your actions in this next week. There's a lot of ways you could go with it. Oh my goodness. Hey, good to see you. Hey, Patrick. You did read Persuasion by Jane Austen. What will my next... Oh, so you did read it. Oh, good. Well, I hope it was it gave you some pleasure, or it gave you some insight. I can't remember what the question was, but yay. I love it when people read books. It makes me feel like there's hope for humanity, because at least some people can still read. Okay. Here we go. PNG, next week, what should you read? What is this? Oh. Okay. Firestarter. This is, I think, a book that was maybe a movie that starred Drew Barrymore. I don't know. I could be wrong, but it seems like it. Let's find out. Firestarter book. I'm going to go to the ye old Google. Stephen King. Oh, yeah, it's a Stephen King novel. I should have known. God damn it. Yeah, it's okay, Stephen King. Well, Stephen King's been crying a lot of tears these days. Poor thing. Bless his heart. Anyway, get you a Firestarter book. Get you some silly horror, like toss away novel to get your mind off of any existential stuff you're worried about, or any political stuff you're worried about. Honestly, we're coming up on the holidays, and it's good to have a distraction. So find you some trash novel. Like, I'm not saying this one's trash. I'm just saying it's pulpy enough that it got made into a movie multiple times. So you know it's going to be a quick read. It's going to be salacious. It's going to have all kind of like stuff, and you're gonna enjoy every fucking second. And while you're reading it, you're going to forget about all this other crap. So, yeah, get you a pulpy novel that might or might not be a Stephen King novel. I know he tends to be a little verbose, but here's a secret with Stephen King or any author, actually. Once you get a sense of how they write, you can skip ahead. You don't have to read the whole thing. You can just kind of like skim it, get to the juicy part, read that. And then if they get to a section where they're a little bit too verbose, skip that crap. It ain't worth it. Your time is valuable. Don't forget. Anyway, I don't think it's scary. It's about some little girl that starts fires with her head. Like, she can just get angry and start a fire. I don't know. I never read it. It was a movie in the 80s. Drew Barrymore was the little girl. This was after she did E.T. And now she's selling she's selling electric kettles at Walmart because I bought one on the clearance rack. Yay, Drew. It works. It works just fine. I don't have no complaints yet. Good for her. Okay, we got another question from Goog. Did I insult the best man at my brother-in-law's wedding? Quite probably you did. If you're thinking about it, that you might have done it, it's a decent chance. Now, it could be one of those situations where the person that you think was insulted don't really think it's a big deal, but they was also thinking like, or it could be one of these things where they're just like seething and plotting your doom on at the first opportunity. But we'll see what witch has guidance for you on this. I don't know the circumstances or what transpired, but it's always possible, especially at weddings. Weddings are high stress events. People are on edge and on their worst behavior. I ain't saying you was on your worst behavior. Just saying. Okay. The news reported today that Ozempic can help one stop drinking. Yeah, well, it makes you nauseous. Duh. If you don't want to, if it makes you nauseous, you don't want to eat or drink. That's stupid. Of course. They're just trying to prolong the sales of it. Because I tell you what, there's a bunch of people that got on it, got side effects, and they had to get off. So they got to find a new market. Why not drunks? They'll probably just order it in midnight when they're in a blackout and they don't even know what they're doing. We got a medical professional on standby. Just answer a few short questions. You'll get your discreet package in the mail. Wink, wink. Okay. Here we are. The witch for the wedding. Hell. Oh, hell. Let's see what hell got up to. I feel like it's not very good. It could be hell. I got to take my glasses off to read this. Hell's grim determination to get what she wants while well within her rights is one of the key factors that led to the destruction of the Norse pantheon. Oh my God. They're going to get a divorce because of what you said. If we are to learn from God's mistakes, hell might be the reminder to be wary of possessiveness. All right. Hell's the daughter of Loki. And she's oh my God, she's got half the body of a young woman and half that of a corpse. What? That's disgusting. Ew. All right. Well, it ain't the best one. And I feel like this might be a character in one of the Marvel movies. Right? Was that Kate Blanchett or something? Anyway, I'm sorry. It doesn't look good, but here's the thing. You don't have to worry about it. It's just a distant relative. It's not your blood relative. And you can always just be nice to them from now on. And then they'll eventually be like gaslighting themselves into saying, you know what? I might have got them wrong. Manipulate. Okay. I got to scroll back up here, and there's a couple questions already. Thank y'all. Patrick, our old dog is suddenly having trouble walking after recovering and seeming fine. Can we have some guidance? Oh, I'm so sorry. It's always tough when the dog gets old, or the cat, or the whatever pet, or even the person. Shit, people get old too. They get real decrepit. Ugh, OraCola's choice. Well, I'm going to throw down a tarot for y'all because I feel like there could be some guidance from the universe that's going to be requiring some soul searching and maybe some other acts of looking toward a higher inner knowing, if you know what I mean. Let's see. Let's shuffle this deck a little bit better, because I don't think we've had a tarot in a while. Hard to say. I usually don't watch the show back unless I'm going to edit it, and I ain't been editing shows because of all this glare on my face. As soon as I get my contacts, though, I'll be making smaller bits again, and I'll be able to watch the show and see if I'm sucking or not. I just got to take y'all's word for it because you keep coming back. That ain't the worst that you ever seen. Or if I am, I'm at least entertaining. And that ain't fishing for no compliments. I'm just saying, look, appreciate y'all. Oh, yeah. Here we go for the dog. The world. Okay. Look, it might be the end of the world if this dog does not make it, but you have had a full life with this dog. This dog has reached the end of its life. This is the end card in the whole tarot. It's the end of the journey. It is the peaceful, lovely, like, send off. Everything is great. So here's the thing. I'm not saying that it's time, but I'm saying that you might be thinking about it's getting close to be time because you're at the final stage. What do? Well, you make them as comfortable as possible within your means. And then when you realize that it's suffering for them to be alive, you do the kind thing. You do it. And I don't know what that means to you, but that's all I'm saying. You've had a wonderful life together. And it could be that even though it's difficult, you might be starting to look toward preparations. They could be another year in advance. You just don't know. But I'm just saying. I've been there many times with pets, and I abide by this rule. Always better to be a minute too soon or a week too soon than a minute too late. Yeah, a week too soon than a minute too late. That's what it is. Anyway, my heart goes out to y'all, and I hope whatever final days or whatever days y'all got left are wonderful and beautiful. But y'all had a journey. It is coming to its end. All right. I'm so sorry. I didn't even read this. There was a lot of firing back and forth. I might have gotten canceled again. Yeah. Oh, God, I can't read. Hold on. Oh, recovering for surgery. Yeah. I know it's hard. It's hard because you just never know what's up. Why does Barrymore sit so freaking close to the people she's interviewing. Yeah, because she's got some boundary issues because she was raised in Hollywood and her parents were fucking crazy. She's definitely got boundary issues. I don't know what to tell you besides that. I mean, she was a drug addict by the time she was 10. God knows what she's seen and done. Seriously, this is like Hollywood from multiple generations is Drew Barrymore. No wonder she's just weird because she's seen a lot. I have no doubt. She might be MK Ultra. It could happen. I'm just trying to see what I missed here in the chat. Oh, okay. Well, here's the deal. I'm just going to go back to this question about Drew because it was in all caps, and we're gonna read the oracle. Book of Revelation. Oh my God. Well, that one wasn't expected, but we'll see. We'll see why she does it. I had my theory. We'll see what the universe says. All right. We got to get to the random number generator. Random number generator. 22 chapters in the book of Revelation. Hold up. 22. And we got to generate. Oh, chapter 16. And then we got how many verses in chapter 16? I know some of y'all's looking it up already, but I got to bring out the big old ass book. Oh my God, I don't even know if my bookmarks is in there. Yeah, they are. Okay, hold up. I'll go there. I'm almost there. Okay, chapter 16. For a Bible with good pages, that's all I want, is one with thick enough pages you can actually turn them. Okay, chapter 16 has 21 verses. We're going to type in 21. And then, all right, verse 3 for Drew Barrymore, chapter 16, verse 3 in the book of Revelation. What do we got here? What is this business? I'll take off my glasses. And the second angel poured out his vial upon the sea, and it became as the blood of a dead man, and every living soul died in the sea. Yeah, that's some like MK Ultra poison right there. This is a toxic succubus type being. Like, honestly, who knows if Drew Barrymore is actually real? Everything with AI coming out now, I feel like possibly most of our celebrities are manufactured and not in the way that we think. They might actually not exist except in a digital form. This is what I'm starting to think, because they all say, the man's technology is 20, 30 years above, maybe 50 years above what he's showing us. Well, what if all of our celebrities since the 70s have been actual digital avatars? Be fucking freaky. I believe it. Okay. Anyway, that's the deal. Yeah, for whatever reason, he's trying to get closer to you to suck your soul. Yeah, for sure. That's it. I mean, it's easy to do if you're right next to him because you're inviting him in. It's weird she's always barefoot, right? I mean, that's kind of weird. Anyway, that was cute. I enjoyed that. So she can smell them. Yeah, well, maybe she needs to smell if they're like worth stealing. Maybe there's preferences. It could be that people who suck and steal souls have preferences for the kinds that they want to suck and steal. I got preferences for what I want to eat. Whatever gives you energy, you got preferences for. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. All right. Well, got another question. Is Biden going to try and cram in Supreme Court picks? I don't know. Honestly, I don't think that's actually Biden there. I think that is a clone or some actor or some other person. I don't think Biden has actually been alive for a while. Ooh, we got another reading assignment. Those are always exciting. The cards are trying to get away from me. They're like, no, I don't want to answer this question. Yes, you got to answer it, bitch. You work for me and the universe. Okay, here we go. Which book is going to give us the answer to this question of Biden and the Supreme Court, or the puppet and the Supreme Court? Because we know he ain't making no decisions. Although I will say, one of my favorite conspiracy theories to come out of this whole election is the fact that Biden like chucked it for Kamala, and he's actually very thrilled that Trump won. This is one of my favorite conspiracies. I might have talked about it already, but yeah, it's still making me laugh. Still making me laugh. Okay. Here we go. Ooh, what is this? Oh, King Arthur. Okay, so this is the Camelot whole thing. There's a lot of symbolism in this. If you think about it, when you think about the whole like Kennedy Camelot situation and comparison, but yeah, I don't know if it's going to be one of them things that hold on, let me go back up here. Oh, no, I missed the question already. Where'd it go? Oh, the Supreme Court. Yeah, Camelot. So honestly, like I said, if Biden decides to pull some last minute stuff, it is because that is what has been ordained. It feels like we are in a novel and we are not able to stop it. We're kind of wrapped up in the story. We're the peasants, and the people at the top are going to do their people and at the top thing. We don't have no influence on that shit. We don't know all the witchcraft that Morgana knows, aka Hillary Clinton. We don't know. So it seems like we're just going to have to be innocent bystanders, more or less, and hope that whenever the fires and reign of terrors and hurricanes and whatever disasters rain down upon certain sections of the country, because those people need to get paid off at the manufacturing and service levels, because the grift has to move around, got to keep that money laundering spinning. Hopefully you won't get caught in it. That's the best you can hope for. So good luck. And it might not hurt to reread the Arthurian legends, because they do have a lot of symbolism that works for us as a kind of an offshoot country of the Great Britain. Okay. Let's see. Patrick, Biden bought. Oh, yeah, that was just a thing. It wasn't a question. Prince, reading on Trump being elected for the third time in a row. Okay, so we're getting into some conspiracy here, because some people still claim that 2020 was rigged. Could be. Oh my. Spin again. Think hard, y'all. What kind of question is this? And are you ready for the answer? You need therapy. Okay, let's see what Dr. Freud says. For even daring to ask such a question, you get the therapist. You get re-education. Less guilt, more smiles. Yeah, don't think about it too hard. Oh, he's letting you see it here. So yeah, you should just forget about these questions. We don't need to think about this. This is not something that needs to bother you. Just get out there and have fun. Just get this little pesky thought out of your mind. We don't need this cluttering up our joy. Mm-mm. Okay. You were listening to Purcell's King Arthur on. Oh, well, that's funny. Isn't that funny? Sometimes the universe has things to say, and it's up to you to listen. I can't interpret that for you, but I can be the vessel, the vehicle through which the message was delivered. So, in opera, love it. I love it. That's so cool. That's so cool. Might have to look into it. Yeah. All right. All right. Well, here's the thing. I got some tea and it is 9:37. And I feel like we don't have a whole lot of time left in the show. And I have some good tea topics that might only be good this week since they're so topical, but we'll see. We'll see how fresh the tea stays. Most tea can last for years, but some of it just goes off. Oh my goodness, the 4B movement. Let me put that over my mouth. So, in case you don't know, the media is reporting, and I say the media is reporting it because that's how I have to interpret things now, because I don't see it in my real life. Like, I ain't suddenly seen people shave their heads that normally have hair. It ain't happening. The shaved headed people are on one side, and the hair headed people are usually on the other, and never the twain shall mix. They are their own lanes, generally speaking. So 4B is based on some kind of Korean thing where the women are just like, we've had enough. We're not going to have sex with men. We're not going to have babies. We're going to not be attractive. We're just going to be old hags, but we're young or whatever. We're just going to be unattractive. Well, okay. I get it. You're mad. You're pissed off. And the 4B is like, because the different tenants in Korean all sound like they start with like a B or something, a B sound. I don't know. I didn't look it up that hard that I memorized it. But anyway, it's the 4B movement. And I just don't think it's real. I think this might be a bit of a psyop. I think it might be the man having fun and seeing how many people he can actually trick into shaving their heads and posting about it on TikTok. Like, it could be just a Chinese joke, y'all. This could be a fucking funny joke from Chinese intelligence, just to like stick a little thing in there and see how far it goes. But I tell you what, I don't think this is new, because I had a roommate in the past, and she shaved her head and she wasn't having no sex, and I just thought she was a dyke. So I don't know that there's any kind of connection between mislabeling people who already exist and the fact that suddenly all these straight hoes are just like, guess what? I'm not going to fuck you. You know, that's a lie. You know, that's a goddamn lie. And they're all going to be real sorry when they shave their head, because I saw the grow out stage of that shit. It ain't pretty. You're going to be a frog toad, ugly little thing unless you get some wig. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I had to laugh at it. I'm like, women have been doing this shit forever and not talking about it. Anytime a woman makes herself ugly, it's because she want nothing to do with no men. This has always been the truth, always been a fact. And I don't know why this is suddenly new. I guess it's one of the things millennials and Gen Z has discovered, an old thing that everybody else already knew about. Hello. It ain't going to make a difference. It ain't going to do no good. People already making fun of it. It's fine. If you feel like you need to do it for a personal reason, you can do that. It's okay. You don't have to do it to glom onto some political movement. You don't have to let a political movement tell you it's okay to shave your head and not have sex. It's okay. You could just do it. It's fine. We live in a free country, more or less, kind of, more or less free. And you get to do that shit. If you can handle the stares and the judgment, go right ahead. Do your thing. Do your thing. You don't have to have a reason to do it that is associated with a political movement that's probably CIA propaganda. Just saying, do it for yourself, not for them. Do it for you, not them. Remember, you're for you, not they, them. I know I stole that joke from a Trump ad, and I ain't even seen the Trump ad. I just read about it. It sounded funny. Not that I'm, whatever. I've already been canceled and called everything horrible, so I don't care. Whatever. Y'all think what y'all want to think. All right. Did it just start in Korea or has it been? No, I don't know. I just heard that it started in Korea and it's been a thing for a bit. And suddenly it's the new thing to do now after the election. If you're a woman and you are upset at the way it turned out, remember, this is not new. This is not a new idea. We learned about this shit in Greek mythology with the play Lysteriata or whatever, something like that. It was started with the L. And it was about women who were upset about their men going to war. So they just stopped giving them the pussy. And it was a whole thing. Like they just all went, so they just were like, nope, they shut it all down. And it became a thing. So this is not a new concept. And that's why I think it might be some like propaganda CIA thing. It might be an op. A psyop, y'all. And who knows? I ain't researched it in Korea. I just read about it in some news sources that are probably not legit because they're all CIA controlled also. Okay. Oh, hey, Kahole. Good to see you. I'm sorry if I got that wrong. I feel like I got it right, but maybe I didn't. Nah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we was just discussing the 4B and how I think it's a psyop. It ain't a real movement because I work around a lot of hella like super liberal people, and none of them have changed their hair. And if they actually did, I mean, I didn't notice because that's how they usually wear their hair. Oh, good. Yay. All right. Well, I just did some tea. It's 9:45. If anyone has any questions, please put them in the chat. Remember, I got another 17 or so minutes. I do have a little scritchy scratchy. Hopefully we'll winnie again. But if we don't, that's okay. We will come back another day to do the OraCola. Straight women who shave their heads and make a big deal about not dating or sleeping with men. Oh, yeah, that was the whole thing. And then they're not having kids. Well, duh, if you ain't sleeping with men, wink, wink, you ain't going to be making no babies, typically, unless you go to the clinic like some people do, right? Some women just want to get that sperm donation and they just go to town with their turkey baster and they have a baby. Possibly a Chinese psyop. Yeah. We any kind of psyop is possibly a Chinese or American or other country. Russia's popular. Oh, I started weeping in my eye. I must have been saying some truth. Always this one, never this one. Isn't that funny? It's always this one. Always this one. Okay. Well, 9:46. Any questions out there? If not, I'm going to spin a wheel for the collective, because I feel like people need some guidance. People need something to look for that's going to give them peace. And the witch is going to speak again. We got another witch oracle. Hopefully it ain't hell. Cuz she don't seem to have the collectives good in her best interest, or anyone's best interest. This is such a difficult deck to shuffle, but I do what I can for the people. Yeah, you get hell a lot because you think about it. Think about it. If hell keeps coming to you, what are you doing to invite hell in? She don't just show up uninvited. You got to invite that bitch. You're too scared to ask anything. What? Please. This is easy. I just channel what the universe tells me. You can take it or leave it. It ain't binding or nothing. Okay, here we go. Collective witch for the next week. Oh, we got Diana, his little black cat. I think we know Diana, but we'll read what the little booklet says. Always good to know what the person who wrote the book about it says. Let's see. Diana. Diana is a fiercely independent, a shape-shifting goddess who is as likely to appear as an animal as she is a woman. She embodies a wildness, a desire to run free in the woods and never be caught or held in one place for too long. Yeah, so she's basically Artemis. Diana is Artemis. The Roman Diana is the Greek Artemis, the goddess of the moon and the wild animals. And I had a cat named Artemis. Hello. Ding, ding, ding. She passed away this year. Bless her heart. She was living with cameraman, and she passed away. But I loved her. She was wonderful. And so, yes, Artemis, the spirit of Artemis. Get out there, touch grass, ground, bitch. Go out in nature. Get away from your blue screens. Get away. That's like, be an independent thinker who can go out in nature and look around and say, guess what? It ain't all the end of the world. There wasn't no hurricane today. There wasn't no tornado today. There wasn't no blizzard today. We're okay. We're okay. Yep. Yep. And the NOAA, always got to be praying to them too. Say, please don't send that shit my way. I don't want to have it. Look at this eye weeping again. Oh, I need to look into it. Maybe if I go back in the archives and notice when my eye was weeping, what I was talking about, that could be a clue. Could be a clue. Yeah, the witches have been coming out a lot too. We're living in a transformative time, y'all. I don't know if you sense it like I do, but I do. I sense it. Things are changing. Some people are like, it's a timeline jump. It's a this, it's a that. No, it's just change, but it's accelerated change. We're not in one of them low dips in the sine cosine thing. We're on the upswing, right? Upswing, we're going down really fast. We're on that curve. So yeah, I don't know what to tell y'all. I just try to ride it. I tell you what, I've been having weird dreams, like very intense, vivid dreams. Usually after I puff on my inhaler, for some reason that inhaler gives me crazy dreams. But I've been having crazy dreams, and I've been getting up early, like before sunrise. And normally I get up early and then try to like lay in bed for a while, but no, I just been getting up, just trying to like switch it up a little bit. And I don't know if it's doing me any good, but we'll see. We'll see. Trying to get in touch with my circadian rhythms. Okay. You should look into Crybaby. Oh, I know. I saw that a long time ago. A long ass time ago. I should probably refresh my memory. I know. Oh, I know the Patriot Act. God damn it. It's just such a pain in my ass that it exists. Like 9/11. There's a lot of people who are just still very in the dark about what's actually happening in our country and how our political system works and all that. And I feel for them, and I don't have time to educate them, or as some people would say, I don't have spoons to feed you that, right? I hate that term, but whatever. Um, I just I've been not red pilled or blue pilled, more or less black pilled ever since 9/11. And I know there's just no point in trying to argue that it's a bad position to take because I've had it for over 20 years and it's fine. Like I've learned to accept that I don't believe in nothing actually working out, but I also have hope. It's a weird place to be. I don't know what to tell y'all. I don't know. Let's see. Let's have a little more tea since nobody has a question. And we got a few more minutes before I got to scratch off this ticket and vamoose into the night. What do we got here? Oh, Justine Bateman. Okay. Talk about blast from the past. Justine Bateman has been doing this thing where she's been critiquing people's social media posts, their freakouts, their political commentary, their nasty replies to her posts. And she's been doing it through grammar. And if it's just like an actual um, written post, but also if it's a video, she's critiquing it as if she's a film critique, like a professor, and trying to like guide this person to making a better version of that particular film that they put out. And I tell you what, I know people have been very upset that she's been mocking mostly, I think, people freaking out for attention, but I have to tell y'all, it's been pretty fucking funny to read what she says. And also from a standpoint of somebody who has a little toe dipped into filmmaking, like I didn't make my own stuff, but I was in it. I get to see what the other person on the other side of the camera is thinking about when they're framing a shot, which is interesting for me. So that whole Justine Bateman on I guess it's on X that she does it, but maybe she does it on her Insta too. I don't know. I don't follow her there, but it just popped up in my X feed. And I don't normally, so I have people I follow on X, but I mostly look at the For You section of X because it gives me a good mix of way left, way right, way like stuff I would never actually interact with, but it's like tossing me a bone, you know? And so for some reason, Justine Bateman's like social media critiques popped up on there, and I read one of them and I was like, well, let me go see what else there is. And it was so funny. So if you got some time and you're on that platform, I would go to Justine Bateman. Yes, the same one that is Jason Bateman's sister and also was on Family Ties in the 80s, that sitcom. But yeah, they're so funny and they're so good. And whether or not you agree with Justine Bateman attacking people, we can all just admire the fact that she's put a lot of thought into this stuff. Like she actually sits there and takes some time to look at it. It's not some throw off, it's actual critique and actual advice from a filmmaker's perspective, which is a great way to troll people with the truth. You just take what they give you and you give it back to them in a way that's intelligent. Yeah, I like it. So if you're looking for some comic relief and you ain't too like wound up about one side or the other and you can take it as it is, just check it out. It's been one of them bright spots this week that I've seen because I've seen a lot of crazy shit from every side. I've seen some people go way off the deep end on both sides of this little divide that we're on. and I've read some wild crap. And I've been like, people, y'all, we need to calm down a little bit. They're having the alien hearings today. In fact, they had them today. I don't know if anything came of it except some more CIA limited hangout crap, but there's other things going on in the world besides your reaction to whatever this is. And if you can't like relax about it a week out, consider different meds and a different therapist, or maybe just get rid of the therapist and get rid of the meds. Maybe you're over medicated. Think about it like that. Oh my goodness. So many crazy people out there. Anyway. No tarot, but can you explain being blue pill versus okay, so you can probably Google this. Hello, you got a pocket with a computer in it. But red pilled is like when you see through the kind of the liberal, like corporate thing, you get red pilled. It's like the Matrix. It's that whole thing in the Matrix where if you take the blue pill, you just continue to see what you see and live in this bubble. But if you take the red pill, you get to see what's reality. And that reality could be the red pill, like Republican, like conservative, or it could be the other side. But typically, if you say red pill, people are talking about conservatives. However, I think black pill is a little bit more interesting because I'm a little bit more black pilled. So I've been way on this journey for a long ass time. And I really think in some ways it's just impossible to overcome this great system that is oppressed upon us. But I don't know that that's true. I just think I'm a little bit more black pilled than anything. I ain't as black pilled as like Whitney Webb or David Icke, who they shit on everybody. Like there is no solution that will ever make them happy, ever. But yeah, I'm more on that side of the spectrum if we're talking about the spectrum. And I guess, I don't know, there might be other pills out there, but yeah, that's what it means. At least what it means to me. You couldn't figure it out. Well, okay. Yeah. Think about the Matrix. It really is a Matrix reference. And it goes back to Neo and what's his nuts? Lawrence Fishburne. Wait, no, that's Neo. I can't remember. It's been too long, y'all. It's been too long. Too much has changed. Too much. All right. Well, are there any other questions? No? Is it time to do the lotto ticket? Yeah? Okay. We'll do it. Y'all, it has been a lovely evening here. I hope you've had a wonderful time watching the OraCola and hanging out. And I do love that y'all are, where do I think? There it is. Got my lucky 1950 Franklin $50 there that I'm ruining slowly by using it to scratch off these lotto tickets because I'm reckless. So reckless. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week and you are not overwhelmed with emotion that you cannot deal with because you are, frankly, just a little bit too propagandized. You need to get out of the bubble. Turn off the stuff. Turn off the stuff. Go outside. Be like Diana. Be like Artemis. Get out in nature. There's a whole lot more to this world than whatever so-and-so pundit says on the TikTok or the YouTube or the whatevers. It's okay, y'all. It's okay. Tell your friends to watch the show. Send them an old show. Send them this show. Send them an old clip when I had some little clips. Share the OraCola with your friends. Like and subscribe if you ain't. Yeah, all that. Let's see if we won. What do we win? Let's hopefully win the $5,000. I would love it. I need me some contact lenses. Come on, universe. Let's see. This is the lucky 7. Oh, no, we didn't win. Bum, 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 bum. Whoa. That's all right. We won last week, so I can't complain too hard. All right, y'all. Well, like I said, have a wonderful week. I love y'all so much. I really do. And I hope that whatever comes down the pike, we'll just weather it together. And remember, I'm here every Wednesday night. So if you got problems, put in your notes in your phone or whatever, bring them to me. I'll answer them. We'll just get to the bottom of it. And remember, you got your reading assignments, King Arthur, and then what was the other one? Oh yeah, Firestarter, some kind of pulpy shit. Reading assignments, and yeah, I'll see y'all next week. I love y'all so much.